What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I want to do this video before this game starts. Hope it's not starting yet. It should be starting soon. Today we'll have Game 4 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers of the 2025 NBA Finals. And I think this is probably going to be the most important game of this series. I think whoever wins this game, well, I'll put it like this. I think if the Pacers win this game, the series is over. I know that the Cavaliers came back 9 years ago and won that finals, but I don't see that happening with OKC, right? If the OKC Thunder win this game, then I think the odds shift in their favor to probably go and win this series. But anyway, regardless of all of that, I got to call out Shai, man. See, this is what the difference between me and somebody like Scap Attack, right? I'm going to call out a player that I like if they're not performing at the level that I think that they're capable of performing in. I'm not saying Shai is a lockdown defender, but he has been terrible, horrible defensively, okay? You can't perform like this in the NBA Finals on defensive end and not be called out. This ain't a regular season game. I also, before I get into my the stat that I want to talk about, and if I haven't mentioned it, shout out to Noah Stewart for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. Salute to you for showing love to Too Raw for TV. If I forgot to mention him, I'm sorry about that. Salute to you. I want to talk about how I don't like Shai's lack of, I mean, I can understand maybe his personality is just a certain type of way, but he doesn't seem to show a lot of passion at times. I sometimes question his leadership so far. Like I said, I just don't like certain things I'm seeing in Shai. But in particular, I want to focus on his defense, in particular, this blow-by percentage. The amount of times that the player who he's guarding blows by him defensively, right? And a lot of that has to do with defensive effort, the defensive positioning, and the problem is he has the worst blow-by percentage of any player in NBA playoff history since they've been tracking this stat. Even worse than Luka Doncic. And Luka Doncic is a notoriously poor defensive player. And with Luka, at least oftentimes he's being guarded, he's guarding one-on-one great ISO players. Shai is getting blown by guys who are average at times. You know, he's getting blown by guys who are not necessarily the greatest drivers of the basketball or have the quickest first step. He's just not putting in an effort defensively. Yeah, you're going out there and, you're putting up points. That's not a fucking enough, bro. Secondly, for whatever reason, he's not getting to the foul line in this series. During the regular season, I think he averaged around 9 free throw attempts per game, right? In these playoffs, I think that's down a little bit. But in this finals in particular, it's way down. Like I think he has to be, at least from what it appears in my mind, it like it's down, like he's shooting maybe 6, 7 attempts a game. He got to get that up to 9 or 10. Okay. I think he's fallen way too much in love with the outside shot. His shooting percentage does not warrant him to be shooting that many long mid range and threes. You know what I'm saying? Take it to the cup a little bit more, man. Also, Shai is a point guard. Sometimes it doesn't always warrant you shooting when you're driving. Sometimes you can work, you know what I'm saying, affect the game with your passing ability. I'm not saying he's the greatest passer, but I just don't like the way he's approaching the game. It's kind of one dimensional. And at the end of the day, man, he got to step it up defensively. And because, you can't have a blow by percentage this terrible. You're not even playing defense out there. Now, of course, it's not just him. It's not just him. Jaden Williams is inconsistent offensively. Chet Holmgren's been inconsistent offensively, although he's been playing better, I think, since game one. Um, the Oklahoma City Thunder haven't looked themselves in this series, though a lot of that has to do with the Pacers, obviously. But they got to go out there and perform. And Shai, in particular, has to go out there and have a vintage performance. Because if he doesn't, if he goes out there and he has one of these middling 25 points on 26 shots type performances, a terrible defense, then look, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna stop defending him. I'm not sworn to goddamn uphold some fraternity where I just side with some dude regardless because of the color of his skin or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Unlike the Joker brigade, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if this dude ain't getting it done, then you know what? Maybe he shouldn't have won MVP because you wasting a damn a whole time historic season. And like I said before, that's one of the byproducts, unfortunately, of when you have a great team. Sometimes that win a lot of games like they did, they set the record for most double-digit victories. And, sometimes when it gets too easy, when you actually go through adversity, you sometimes panic. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?